Cornville, 1931 documentary. Tanner Irving interview. Take 2.
What'd you say your name was?
Denise, sir.
Now, Denise, give me your best shot.
Okay. Mr. Irving, how old were you when you first met Doc Boyd?
Oh, that was more than 80 years ago. Must have been maybe 9 or 10. Wasn't a doctor, though. His name wasn't Boyd, either.
Really?
And he wasn't any kind of geologist. He was eking out a living, swindling widows and orphans with worthless oil scam.
Mr. Irving, you say his real name wasn't Dr. Horatio Daedalus Boyd?
No. His name was, Bumstetter. Heinrich Bumstetter.
So, why did he keep changing his name?
Oh, wow. The man was a serial bigamist, and he left a string of married and heartbroken widows all across the nation's heartland.
Howard!
Horatio Daedalus Boyd was simply the latest in a long line of aliases meant to keep creditors and lovesick paramours from filling his backside with buckshot, 00 buckshot. Because he didn't start out with all scam. He began by selling Dr. Enrique Alonso's miracle elixir of life.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you've heard it said many a time, you can't put a price on your health. Well, today, my good friends, let me tell you right here and now, you can. For only $1, 1 greenback, a mere buck, a screaming eagle, a trifling 100 pence, you can have the cure for every ailment under the sun, A to Z. Arthritis, bursitis, conjunctivitis, diverticulitis, fibrositis, gastritis, hepatitis, laryngitis, meningitis, nymphitis, and otitis. As a matter of fact, any itis under the sun will have more than met its match with Dr. Enrique Alonso's miracle elixir of life.
Dr. Alonso?
Oh, yes, my dear.
Well, your elixir... My husband's a traveling salesman, and when he gets home, he is awful tired. He just doesn't seem to have the same old vim and vigor anymore.
Did you say a traveling salesman?
Well, after a number of run-ins with irate customers and some of them husbands, he was reborn. He's Dr. Horatio Daedalus Boyd, geologist and petroleum engineer. And he kept working with Dad Everett, whom he'd known for years.
So Dad Everett was the wildcatter and driller?
The unluckiest wildcatter who ever lived. His name was David Henry Everett. But everyone called him DH. Most people thought that the DH meant dry hole. In 1901, he was drilling in a little town called Gladys, Texas. He was sure there was oil there, but after 3 dry holes, the money to drill a 4th dried up as well. 2 months later, a fellow named Lucas drilled a well less than a football field away from Dad Everett's. He struck oil at 1,500 feet, hit a gusher that blew 150 feet in the air, and brought him a well that flowed at 100,000 barrels a day in a place called Spindletop. After that, he drilled at a place called Burke Burnett. But the drill bit, it stuck and broke, and it would cost $1,000 to get it out. Might as well have been $1 million. So Dad packed it in. And that was 1918. And wouldn't you know it, a fella came in right behind Dad Everett, fished out the broken bit, drilled down another 1,000 feet, hit one of the biggest oil fields in Texas. After that, old dry old Everett was pretty much of a joke. Well, then, through these hard luck stories, Doc Boyd and Dad Everett teamed up with the worthless oil wells.
So Doc Boyd didn't have a degree of any kind?
Oh, I didn't say that. It's a beautiful diploma. I remember seeing it myself. He had it printed by a fellow who did the artwork on flyers for what I was told. Very respectable bordello in Louisiana.
God's own bounty.
Oil.
Black gold.
Amen.
Amen.